to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Visuals. I'm back. Whenever y'all day up, y'all vibing, y'all chilling, y'all enjoying y'all day. Y'all done predicted that we back at it. Before I start, make sure y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. We like 8 subs away to 1,000. Hit that sub button right now. I love you guys so much. If you want to find me on any other platforms, hit the link tree in my bio. I love you guys so much. So let's talk about it. So Teofimo Lopez says he wants Terence Crawford at 154 pounds. He also says he wouldn't mind fighting Jaron Ennis at 147. And, you know, if we being honest, I can't really take this serious because if you calling for those two guys and you wouldn't even fight Brian Norman Jr., it's kind of, you know, kind of crazy to say, because I really thought, you know, he said that he wanted to fight Brian Norman Jr. You know, as soon as they offered him, you know, a date, he turned down because he didn't want to fight on a Friday. I guess, you know, maybe he feels like he's more than that now. He wants to fight on the Saturday, so he turned that fight down. And, you know, he's been clamoring about this Terence Crawford fight for years. I got to give it to him. I can't just say this is something new from Teofimo Lopez. He has been clamoring about the Terence Crawford fight for years. And I don't know why. I always didn't know why. He's basically saying he'll skip 47 and go to 54, which would be stupid. Why not? Why not just go to 47 and get the belt from Brian Norman? But if you feel like you can handle Terence Crawford, be my guest. But I just don't see a fight where Terence Crawford is just entertaining you right now. I don't think he even entertains a Teo. Especially at 154 pounds. Teo's a little guy. Real short arms. Wouldn't be nothing that Crawford couldn't solve. If you guys don't remember, you know, Steve Claggett put hands on Teo. Jermaine Ortiz, a lot of people thought Jermaine Ortiz beat Teo. You know, he lost to George Kambosos, you know. Teo struggles with boxers, so a lot of people thought Sandor Martin gave him trouble. So Teo, I don't know where he gets this confidence from, but if he think he can do it, he think he can do it. I just don't think he can. I think Crawford really go to jail for what he would do to Teofimo Lopez. And that's just me being honest. I think he would go to jail for what he would do to Teo. And that's no knock to Teo. I still think Teo's a great fighter. I just think that styles make fight, and that style doesn't fit the fight that Teo can fight. Teo likes to use his athletic ability. You know, he's a very athletic guy, not the biggest boxer, but him getting over Crawford, he would be getting over a guy that's athletically gifted and a great boxer, which wouldn't bode well for Teo. That's just my honest opinion. And if I'm Teo, I'm really just chilling. You know, I'm not. If anything, I would try to get that scrap from Brian Norman. But I'm all for him challenging himself. I just know he's not serious, and he's just using this to keep his name alive. Cause I'm talking about it. That's what's keeping his name alive. He knows he's not getting in there no Terence Crawford. You could talk about his age. Terence Crawford at 40 would be Teo. It's just a gap between those two that are so wide. Yeah, I just don't think so. Because we got to worry about, does Teo have power at 54? He hasn't fought at 47. You know, it's a lot of variables in there that doesn't actually go with Teo getting a dub. That's just my honest opinion. Now, if I bring facts into the building, you're not taller than Terence Crawford. You don't have a longer reach than Terence Crawford. I don't think you're more powerful than Terence Crawford. Knockout show you're not more powerful than Terence. It's very tough on Teo to get that dub. So I just think this is a clout chase move. Same with him using Jaron Ennis' name. We know damn well Teo's not getting there with no Jaron Ennis right now. Why? Like you would basically be setting yourself up for failure. That guy's a big welterweight. And if you don't feel comfortable just go grabbing a scrap off Brian Norman, I know you don't feel comfortable getting in there with Jaron Ennis. So this is basically, you know, him using these two guys' name to big his name up. Because if we're talking about him, that's beneficial. But let's keep it real. T.O.'s not gonna get in there with those two guys right now. I don't think he's getting in there with Crawford ever. I just don't think so. I just think he likes to use Crawford's name because it sounds good. You know, he likes to associate himself with Terence Crawford. Good boxer. T.O. thinks he's a good boxer, which he's not. He can box, but I don't think he's a pure boxer. He's an athletic guy that uses his athleticism. You know, he's very quick, but boxing, he's not the best boxer. And I don't think he could beat Jaron Ennis or Terence Crawford. I'm just trying to see why is a Friday date bothering you from going to be 3 division world champion? I think Brian Norman gives Teofimo Lopez a lot of trouble. And that's why he's not just, you know, too keen on getting in there with Brian Norman. You know, it's just from how I'm looking at it, it just looked like a clout chase move. You know, you just clout chasing. Because why I say these two fighters of all fighters, you know, it's fights that T.O. can get done, but he rather call out guys that we know he's not fighting. Why haven't you called out Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Tank, Shakur? Why can't we see you fight those guys? Why? Besides Vasily Lomachenko, you know, who? Loma's not calling those guys out. That's with him. He's not calling those guys out. T.O.'s not doing that. You know, Loma was his only fight that, you know, he advocated. And Loma's a 30-pounder. Honestly, a natural 30-pounder. He's not no real lightweight. And you got out of there because Loma didn't throw a punch the first 6 rounds. That's why, you dug Devin Haney. We gave you a pass. Nobody ever said anything because you got on the zone like you really wanted to fight Devin Haney. Fight never happened. You never called out Tank name. You like to say Shakur boring, but we know you wouldn't fight Shakur. So I really want to see what's going on. You like to use other guys that, you know, we know that you're not going to fight to big yourself up. This is clout chasing 1-on-1. We know you're not getting there with Jaron Ennis. You haven't even fought at 47. Why are you calling him Jaron Ennis? We know you haven't even fought at 47. You calling him a 54-pounder out who just vacated his title for you, basically. Norman and you could line it up easy. But you calling out a guy at 54. You haven't even fought at 47 yet. That's why nobody takes you serious. You're not doing proactive things to actually get these fights done. You just name dropping and talking. And until you get in there with one of those guys that you're calling out, then we can take you serious. But let's keep it a stack. You've been looking poor in your last 3. Your last few fights, you've been looking poor. You know, you got the Josh Taylor win, cool. But Sandor Martin made you look average. Jermaine Ortiz made you look average. Steve Clegette pieced you up. Had you bloody like. And these guys shouldn't be nowhere near you. What's going to happen is T.O.'s going to cherry pick again. And it's going to be another cherry going on like the George Kambosos situation. I'm telling you, I see it happen all the time. Because we know he's not getting in there with no Jaron Ennis right now. You know, we know that. So why do we let this guy say stuff like this? That's why I'm getting on here to hold him accountable. You're not getting in there with those guys. You're just clout chasing. Let's just be real. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure y'all smash the like button. We're 8 subs away from 1K. I love you guys so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. Hit that sub button. If you want to find me on other platforms, on TikTok, Facebook, hit the link tree in my bio. I love you guys so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. I'm out.